Hey fellow Vault Dwellers, it's Angry Turtle, and as you know, aliens are attacking today, so we are taking another look at Alien Arsenal, or 3 alien weapons that you will be able to unlock during the Alien Invasion event that will take 2 weeks. If you need a guide for the event that starts today after Atom Shop reset, I did it in the past, so feel free to click in here and check it out. In this video, I'm talking about weapons themselves. What is for you? Should you chase them? Is that something you need? As you can see, I'm already holding one of them. That's a melee weapon. And yeah, I will include a quick overview in regards to changes coming in December for those weapons. I mean, for one of them. So, they did change since they were first introduced, especially the melee one, Electro Enforcer, as melee weapons receive a lot of rework, and I will be showcasing each and every one of those weapons with relative build that fits them, so that way you will see basically the good damage, not the default ones, but how it performs with the build. So, this one is non-legendary, as I'm normally not using it on daily basis, and the reason for that is Warglaive is still better than alien weapon. That's in short. If you go for alien weapon, as you can see, options are there. It can do really decent damage. That includes the food bonus that I have running at this moment. The best one for total damage is poison, as outside of impact damage, you have almost 2k over time, which is solid. This is very good. Another good news about Electro Enforcer, it is getting buffed with the next patch, with the December patch. About amount of the buff it will receive, it's around 30%. But it will still not be #1 melee weapon because Warglaive is receiving a hefty buff too, and Warglaive is already great, so just for a quick comparison, that's the Warglaive. You have insanely good impact damage, and yes, it can be modified with Fire Dot, that is very high too. So Warglaive will remain the winner. Now, how Electro Enforcer performs if you would choose to use it. Those are the perk cards I have equipped at this moment, a quick look. Now we are going for standard test subjects, as well as a second reason why this weapon is currently not so great. You see, it cannot instantly one-hit them with a proper melee build. If I go for the power attack, still, for some reason, no instantaneous death. If I go for a headshot, then it is. It's not the performance you want for melee weapon. It can be modified for more impact damage if you give up on the dot. But still, it doesn't make it, this way doesn't make it very unique. The standard attack will kill Super Mutant with a little bit of time. It is absolutely usable. It looks really cool. Has those special effects. It just far from the best. I will not be using it. That's why it's non-legendary. Legendary will of course one-hit those Super Mutants, but I'm not gonna waste any of my legendary modules to improve it slightly to still be weaker than a Warglaive. Second weapon. This time I have a legendary Alien Disintegrator. And this one I have legendary because it is on top of its class. The best use case for it, it's multiple, but the best use case, in my opinion, it's high damage VAT sniper. That's not a bow. It's not a crossbow, and you don't need to charge it. It shoots faster, 300 damage when blooded effect is taken into consideration. That with a receiver that gives highest damage and interacts very well with legendary effects, like Rapid. Rapid is a huge difference, as you can see. Without it, with the same spec, the damage drops greatly. I mean the DPS, because of the fire rate, drops greatly. So that's the high-powered receiver. The negative is low ammo count, so Quad would be a good alternative to Blooded if you wanted to simultaneously be high DPS weapon and not just a stealth sniper killer, as yes, it is a stealth weapon. Alien weaponry is mostly stealth. Alien Blaster, Alien Disintegrator, those are stealth. The regular options, you can sacrifice quite significant amount of damage to have relatively high fire rate. Still a single fire weapon for cryo, for poison, with dot. Dot is not great unfortunately on it, it's not crazy high dot, so I would not go for it. The standard is not something you want, so it's either cryo, high powered, or you can go commando route with automatic, where capacity goes up nicely, fire rate goes up nicely, that includes the legendary effect of course, but damage goes down, so I don't really use it as commando type weapon, as it fell behind a popular options like a fixer, or if you want to go loud, railway rifle way higher. So it's not number one for commando, but it is definitely on very top for a single fire VAT sniper. The bad news here is this weapon will not receive any additional damage buff in December patch, what can push it a little bit lower, as other snipers for VATs, typical snipers like Gauss rifle or hunting rifle, will receive a damage boost. Now, how it performs? High powered receiver, that's all we can really change on it. The build is a standard, quite standard stealth VAT sniper. And now we're back with our standard test subjects. And as you can see, that's why I like it so much. It is powerful enough to put down level 100 super mutant in one shot, even more damage with critical. But critical is not necessary to put them down in one shot. That's why I would say this one is definitely on top of Alien Arsenal. It can kick real hard, especially those criticals like 1300 to the head to super mutant. Doggos are surprisingly tougher than super mutants. About how fast you can fire, with the faster fire rate, that's how fast you can fire. It's decent. It's decent speed of firing. Of course, for highest DPS, we would go quad and not blooded. For the highest possible damage and ammo efficiency, blooded is great. Alien blaster rounds will accumulate real fast if you use it in this combination. The last star supposed to be something useful like reload speed or less AP cost. Currently not. I will eventually switch it. So it will be it. The range is really good, 204. That's why this VATS accuracy is surprisingly good on this one. Additional option, if you don't want weapon speed and you want highly accurate weapon in VATS for one-shot kills, VATS hit chance would be good as well, but keep in mind you will sacrifice about 40% out of your fire rate, so that's a lot without weapon speed. I really like this one. I will play with it more now during Alien Invasion. The slow projectiles, nice looking projectiles, silent weapon, really good performer as a high powered weapon instead of automatic option. Now, the last one. So the last weapon on our list is Alien Blaster. The one and only available before Alien Invasion started in Fallout 76 universe. And because of that, a little bit different in regards how you unlock all the modifications, but still very powerful single shot pistol with insanely high fire rate, 100 fire rate without extra fire speed on the second star. Basically, it fires as fast as you are physically able to press the button. You can equip it with long barrel for awesome 204 range. As for a silent pistol, it is great. The barrel is unlocking by scrapping alien blasters. The same about the grip, scrapping alien blasters. Then scope, the same situation, and here is something interesting. The scope does not affect AP cost. So normally scope adds to AP cost, not in case of alien weapon, it doesn't. And finally the magazine option, you have cryo, fusion, poison or standard. As you can see, fusion is the worst and fusion is the only one from pre-invasion era. You are unlocking by going through unmarked quests to unlock Dome, TNT Dome with the fusion mag plan. But you don't really need it. It's the worst possible mod. It just reduces the damage and switches to cell ammo. The Poison Mag is a really good performer. Cryo Mag I really like because that's instant damage, you don't need to wait, and slows the target. Poison is a second best option. Significant amount of 498 over 7 seconds does help. The sacrifice is that overall damage on impact will drop to 140 from over 200, which is a lot with weapon that fires so fast. It's not a type of a weapon you want to wait for your damage to kick in. And the standard, you don't really need standard, it's like 132. It's just less than Cryo. So Cryo is more, this weapon was excellent in the past, as Cryo was carrying a snowball effect. That's no longer a thing. There is no more snowball effect. So yeah, you cannot have that. About legendary effects, I think that's the best combo currently. Explosive would be decent as well. Now the performance, we are on the pistol build at this moment. Yes, it is a gunslinger weapon with crazy high fire rate. This build contains Demo Expert, but don't look on that. Oh, I forgot that. But don't look on that, we don't have explosive effect on it. In the past it was. Currently Demo Expert doesn't do anything unless you have explosive legendary effect. Back to our standard test subjects, that's how it performs. The beauty of it, it's in this crazy fire rate, so you can unleash multiple projectiles as fast as you want. 2 is enough to put down a level 100 super mutant. It is still absolutely from Alien Arsenal the most powerful weapon. From entire Alien Arsenal, DPS wise, this one is the most powerful just because you can unload so many shots so fast as long as your finger can keep up with it. So it may be a little bit tricky. After a while, you need to press the button every time you want to fire. It would fit perfectly to be an automatic gorilla pistol with this amount of fire rate, but it is not. It is a gunslinger type weapon, so you will need to press the button a lot, and it does contain scope that you will not really use too much. So this is entire Alien Arsenal. Is there anything particular you will be after to unlock during Alien Invasion? Let me know. And that being said, thank you all for watching, and see you all in the next one.